It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets control the tap. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Smith into the front court. They trail by 2. Nikola Jokic, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It was right there. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Julius Randle. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
New York in control of the basketball. To Julius Randle. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nikola Jokic, guarded by Gibson. 4-3, and Nikola Jokic drains it. So smooth, he knocks it down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Smith to Gibson. Taj Gibson. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Murray with it. Leads 1. To Millsap. Barton. They go to Jokic. Down low. And scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Smith now into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down low for Gibson. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Murray into the front court. Leads just a point. To Millsap. Down to 5 on the 24. Jamal Murray. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. The drive right to the basket. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Into the front court comes Smith. They trail by 1. No good, and no foul. Martin into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Straight on 3 at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Nuggets in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Nothing going here on that drive. Smith. To Julius Randle. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Jamal Murray here against Taj Gibson. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Dennis Smith Jr. To Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Jokic. Here comes the screen. The shot no good on the drive by Jokic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Nikola Jokic trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. And he can't convert the free throw. Smith with the basketball. 5-point game. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Dennis Smith Jr.
Knicks foul to number 30, Julius Randle.
To Millsap.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Paul Millsap. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Short jumper stays out. Murray with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Jokic. Has a look. He's looking for that touch. Smith into the front court. They trail by 7. Nuggets with the basketball. Gets to the basket and scores.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Taj Gibson, he's now 4 for 6.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Jokic. Jamal Murray, guarded by Gibson. Screen coming. To Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Smith with it up top. Right now, down 7. Great dish to set it up. Taj Gibson above the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. That's it for the first half. The Nuggets with the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Nuggets came out aggressive and scored a lot of points. Their offensive output has been amazing, and it doesn't look to be slowed anytime soon. They've been providing no shortage of highlights. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Knicks would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The New York Knicks have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Smith lost his shot and still hasn't found it. You have to imagine his shots will start to fall, but this game has been pretty rough on him to this point. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Smith to Julius Randle. Won't go down. Martin into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Paul Millsap. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Short jumper misses. Murray into the front court. His team up by 7. Jokic. Here comes the screen. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Smith now into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Dennis Smith Jr. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Jokic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Paul Millsap at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. And he missed the free throw. Into the front court comes Smith. The deficit is 6. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. New York with 4 to shoot. Dennis Smith Jr. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. To Millsap. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Nope. First one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. Smith with the basketball. Down 6. From the outside, no good. To Jokic. To Millsap. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Gibson. Can't connect. Murray with it. It's an 8-point lead. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Smith into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. To Dennis Smith Jr. The shot almost. Down low Jokic. To Will Barton. From long range. Good contest. Barton misses. The possession lies with New York. Smith to Kevin Knox. And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kevin Knox at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Murray into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Oh, nice find for the basket. Third quarter comes to an end. The Nuggets in front. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
5 to shoot. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Knicks with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Shot from in close, no good. To Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Screen coming. Smith to Taj Gibson. Deep two there, won't go. Murray with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. New York Knicks basketball. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Smith with it up top. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. To Dennis Smith Jr. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Jokic. Almost unlucky bounce. Smith now into the front court. Trailing by 14. Shot from the lane won't go. Denver's got it. To Jokic. Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
2 points. The assist from number 5, Dennis Smith.
Jokic. They'll work it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Kevin Knox. Smith. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Murray into the front court. Up a dozen. To Millsap. Nothing going here on that drive. Millsap shot, no good. From 18 feet, at the buzzer. Smith shot, no good. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets. The Knicks lost this game long before the final buzzer. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Field goals.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.